Oh, beautiful. What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to the eighth episode of Let's Talk Games, and I got my homeboy Rise and Grind in here,
And Rise and Grind in the building.
and I got everybody's favorite Fame ENT2K.
What's going on, guys? Fame Entertainment here. And before we get going, big shout out to Louis Menchaca, host of Music with Menchaca, for this amazing audio setup he hooked me up with today. So big shout out to Music with Menchaca.
And also shout out to Gaming Addicts, aka Room to Kill. He should be joining us shortly. We're having some audio issues here, and whoever may join the podcast from the We Game Here crew. So this is a open invitation, but this is a obviously a podcast dedicated to the Xbox One. Today is 1 year anniversary. I still remember it like it was yesterday. Um, but who wants to go first in regards to like their day one, experience last year, how that was?
I guess I go. I don't mind going. Check it out. So, like a year ago, like I'm gonna go back before a year ago too. Like, I'm a day back like to early like 2013 when they both was like rumored to be announced or whatever. I was actually on the fence on which one I wanted to get, and so I watched. I remember watching the PlayStation, um, announcement or whatever, launch, and I was like, okay, that was dope. I can't wait to see what Xbox does, and I watched the Xbox one, and I was like, okay, that was dope as well. And as we all know, like I wound up, picking the Xbox to go with initially at launch, but um, what really sold me was like when they talked about the snap feature, and then when they talked about like most of the games that we had, like that's what sold me on the console. And I don't know, I never looked back since.
Well, as I look back at when this all started a year ago, I remember pure and utter frustration with the console. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It wasn't a I put it in, I plugged it up, and I was just like giddy. I was happy when I bought it, but it was so it was so much nonsense to start off. It was ridiculous. Now, I was originally going to go to PS4 because of the clan I was in, Q2O, and ended up going to Xbox One because in my heart of hearts, I'm an Xbox person. But some of the stuff was so frustrating from getting to a party and the party chat is automatically turned off, which made no sense. That was so frustrating. And there was little things like that that bothered me so much.
Right.
It was like the 360 is so perfect. They're gonna take everything from the 360, put it on the Xbox One, and make it times 10, which wasn't the case. It was almost like when it first came out, it took 5 steps back from the 360 as far as functionality. And that's what first thing I think about whenever I think about a year ago was pure frustration. Which now, looking back a year now, I'm in total bliss. I absolutely love the console now. Back then, it was a lot of frustration.
Okay. Yo.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. He's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from my experience, oh man, this is crazy. Because like, oh, happy birthday to the Xbox 360 too. It's 9 years old today. I remember that lunch day like it was yesterday too. But going into like E3, like once I knew there was rumored that the PS4 and Xbox One was going to be announced, I made my decision from the jump that I was getting the Xbox One based on just my experience from the Xbox 360. I just knew I was getting the Xbox One first, and I was like, and I'll likely get the PS4 too as well, depending on how this holiday season goes and whatnot. And but as the time went on in regards to the like the hype surrounding and more announcements coming from each console. Like I never wavered. I knew I was getting the Xbox One first, even though some of the stuff I didn't agree with. You know how it's like, oh man, I gotta get that. I gotta get this. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? I remember when the iPhones didn't have. Oh my god. When like iPhone for I think iPhone thing 4 didn't support like 4G. I was like, I still gotta get it. Still gotta get it. It's iPhone. You know what I mean? So with the Xbox. I knew I was getting it. I was the game I was looking forward to most at the time was Rise, Son of Rome, and Dead Rising because I thought Rise was like a gorgeous game when they first revealed it. Even when the whole Resolution Gate happened, I was like, I remember myself being on Twitter for a lot, arguing with a bunch of random people like, y'all don't know what y'all talking about, but and then from launch day, I remember I went to what did I do? What did I do earlier in the day? I had a job. I think I had a job interview in Boston, and then from Boston, I end up driving down to one part of Connecticut to pick up my friend so he can go to the lunch party with me. And I remember my kids was acting up. I had to hurry up and put them to bed. Left the house at like 11:15, and my Xbox number was 10D. I was the 10th person to receive my Xbox. And when I remember getting it home, remember hooking it up and looking at that big old power brick, and I'm like, damn, they're never gonna get rid of this. And then doing the setup and then the updates and everything. And I remember the first game I played for it was Battlefield 4. But that was my launch day last year on how that went, but it was cool. I remember I took the day off of work from I had that
I
weekend
took the
off.
week off.
I took Friday off. I took that Friday off, and I think I automatically had the weekend off for it though.
Hey, Roz, what was your first game in your Xbox One?
Actually, it was funny he said that because I was literally broke when it first launched, and so they had the trade-in special for the last gen, Call of Duty Ghost and Battlefield 4, and so those was the two games I played. And as far as my exclusive game, I think the first game I bought was actually I bought two. I bought Rise Son of Rome and then I bought Forza 5.
Yo, I'm ashamed to admit this, but my first one was Call of Duty Ghost, only because I was, Call of Duty was still, and even though
Right.
Ghost was so bad, it was my first game, and geez, it took me a week before I got rid of that garbage and just strictly played 2K14.
Yeah, I
No,
was.
Complete trash.
no, it was crazy. Yeah, Battlefield was I owned Battlefield 4 first and NBA 2K on disc. My first digital game I bought was Dead Dead Rising 3, and then the next day I made the mistake of trading in my Battlefield 4 for some cash, not cash, for some Xbox bucks to go buy Call of Duty Ghost digitally.
Damn,
That's how I ended up getting Ghost digitally. I forgot about that.
that was a fuck up.
Oh
But
man.
you know what's crazy is that you were talking about the whole party system, how it was. Yo, I forgot all about that. I forgot
Yeah, me too.
how bad the party system
Yeah.
used to be. It used to be, I can't believe was that bad. Like you had to activate it first.
You join a
Yeah.
party and
You
have
had
to
to.
put on party chat. That made no sense.
Yeah, you had to turn it on, and then yeah, it was incredibly bad. I
Like I said,
remember that too.
when it first launched, when it out of the gate, there was already two steps behind the Xbox 360. It was a bad launch. It really was.
It was. It was pretty bad because I remember complaining about there wasn't like a battery life indicator on my shit would just go off.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, the
forgot about
controller, the bitch would just die. I was
And you
like,
know,
oh
a,
shit.
a year later, one thing I'm still complaining about is that we still don't have voice messages. I don't understand that.
Oh man, yeah,
Oh
I
I
don't
wow.
know.
understand how we don't have voice messages.
Well, you can leave a voice message on Skype.
No, man, I wouldn't be able to send.
That's
No,
not the same though. I'm
I've been
sorry.
I've been content on telling people, you know what? I think they're trying to do voice messages between the 360 and Xbox One. And I'm gonna keep saying that until they bring voice messages. When they do bring voice messages, I'll be able to send a voice message to somebody on 360. I've been telling people for the longest that's what they're doing. So don't let me down, Phil. Aaron
Yeah,
Greenberg.
that would be
Don't
dope.
let me down.
That would be dope. What was your favorite like what do you guys would say was the best launch game for the Xbox One?
You guys want to know something?
What's up?
I didn't play any of them. I still haven't. I don't like Dead Rising because I hate it too. I didn't like the first one. I'm still unsure about Rise. I'm going back and forth whether or not I want to even play that game. I'm not into racers, so I didn't play Forza. People want to say, "Oh, Wayne, you a full of shit motherfucker. You didn't play none of them games. You ain't no true Xbox guy." It
Mm.
just those games just didn't appeal to me. At the end of the day, I'm only gonna play what appeals to me, not because someone says, "Oh, you have to play these games to be an Xbox guy." I didn't play any of them. To this day, I still haven't.
Man,
Wow. Go ahead.
I'm looking at some of my videos back in the day, man. It's crazy. Back when it first launched. But yeah, the first game I played was the first exclusive was Forza, of course, and then I played Rise, which I thought was okay. It was okay game.
Actually, here's the thing. I bought the first one was Dead Rising. The thing is I actually didn't even have money really to buy like, Rise, I think Rise Son of Rome. I wanted to buy my sure shots. I wanted Dead Rising was my exclusive that I was buying, and NBA 2K, and I think Call of Duty or Battlefield was the go ahead, and obviously I ended up selling Battlefield and buying Call of Duty. But Dead Rising was the first one, and then I ended up buying Rise. Xbox came out I want to say it came out Friday. I ended up buying Rise that following Wednesday, I believe, and I would have to say, even though I enjoyed Rise for what it was, I didn't have an issue with it. I mean, I did complain about the repetitive enemies, but as for story, I thought it had obviously it was the game that had a better story out of the gate for the games. But Dead Rising 3 was my favorite one because it just gave you that. I needed that sandbox game that you can do like just anything. You just to take a break from the serious side and just go out and just wreak havoc. And I was playing Dead Rising and I was playing Dead Rising 3 for like damn, like was it? It feels like 6 months. I feel like I was playing it all the way until like April, May. I think up until I think Watch
Yeah,
Dogs came
cause
out. No, it. Yep. And then
I remember me and you got into that little DLC. You the one who
yeah,
put me on to it.
Now, see,
yeah, that DLC is dope.
I was playing pure multiplats until Titanfall came out, and that shit came out, man. I was on Titanfall non-stop, man. Like it was. I remember when the beta came out, I was on it non-stop, and the game came out, I was there, boom, $60, and I was on it non-stop. A lot of the crap the Titanfall gets, it was actually a pretty decent game. And they just came out, so they
It
got like
still is a decent game,
7
man.
million 7 million unique users, which is awesome. I mean, it bodes well for Titanfall 2. But that was actually my first. People might say, "Oh, it was on 362 and PC. It was an exclusive."
And nobody bought it on PC.
Yeah, it was all. Everybody who
Dumbass.
bought it was mainly on the Xbox One.
And you know what's crazy about the about like Titanfall? You look at all the games that came out this year, especially all the ones that was extremely hyped. Titanfall was a hype game. Watch Dogs was a super hype game. Destiny was a hype game. And I think out of those three, Titanfall obviously was the one to actually just to deliver on its like because it didn't say it was
It,
going to do this and then
uh,
offer that. It kind of just we knew what we were getting with the game. We just didn't know what it was until we experienced it.
Now, see,
the game
Titanfall,
spoke for itself.
Titanfall only got a hate because it wasn't on PlayStation.
Yeah, I can
If it
agree.
had been on PlayStation, it would have been everybody would have loved it. But because it was Xbox console exclusive. It got so much. And before I move on, I want people to know this about Titanfall. Titanfall isn't a Xbox One exclusive that went to PC. Titanfall was a PC game that launched also on the Xbox One, Xbox 360. A lot of people get that mixed up. I want to make sure I get that out there. It was a PC game originally. It's a PC only, and it launched with Xbox One and 360 at the same time.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure everybody knew that. And we lost Kid Smooth somehow.
Nah, he just muted his mic.
No, I
But
muted my mic. My fault. I'm sitting there talking and my microphone binging. I was reading the comments. Everybody's freaking hating for what? Like, but anyway,
Did I put this in Gaming Battleground? I think I
Uh-oh.
yeah,
did.
like,
Somebody.
no, I mean, like, it's okay. We play games, we talk games. It's one thing that nobody, and I'm glad Xbox be releasing these stats. One thing that nobody can say, oh, you don't play games, you just saw games. I be on my Xbox every day. If you ask me as a friend, my name pop up on your bottom of the screen at least 4 times a day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like, don't like I that's the one thing I can't stand when people say that. Like, and especially people that don't play on a platform, they don't know what we experience on the platform and the type of community that we have here, and and people just I don't know what it is with this hate towards like a console or just people who enjoy their consoles. Like I mean, it's okay to talk games, but it's even better when you play the games that you're talking. So and we here we talk games because we play games. So.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up with these PC dudes in the comment section?
Well, Sad Me and Dan is a little upset that I said this was an Xbox only segment, and this is no shot or anything like that. It's an Xbox only. I didn't want to make him feel awkward being in here with a bunch of Xbox guys talking about how great the Xbox is 1 year later, and it didn't. You know what I mean? It would have been like mayhem because he probably would have said something to talk over someone, and I didn't want to put him in a situation to be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? So this is just a different direction just for this show. So you know what I mean. I didn't forget about you, Sad Man Dan. It's okay. It's okay.
I just don't get PC dudes being butthurt over this podcast, but okay.
Yeah,
The
like
butthurt is real, man. It's real.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Fame for that video. You know what I mean. The peasants who keep stealing games.
PC
Um,
pirate peasant. Check out my last video, man. It's the truth. Xbox One, PS4, Nintendo Wii U. We are not the peasants. It's these PC pirate peasants. PPP. Y'all down with PPP? Yeah, you know me. It's the PC pirate peasants. They are the peasants. So console people stand up proud. We work and we pay $60 for our games. We don't steal them like American Oligarch. Okay, let's move on.
can't afford y'all can't afford games. You red box ass nigga.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Nah, hey, honestly though,
Shots
I am
fired.
not here. I am not here to diss anybody platform or what platform you prefer to play on, man.
Yeah.
Listen, as long as you prefer to play a game, man, that's
Yeah.
all that really matters to me. Seriously, man. Like I got a PlayStation. I play it and I enjoy it, man. I ain't. I'm thinking about getting me a PC, just to play and experience what it is on a PC. I can't. I'm not about to be the type of dude that knocks something and not actually try it. That's just me.
I don't knock PC gamers. Shout out to Kiev West and Raptor Strike Productions. A lot of PC gamers are legit. They actually pay for their games. But I have no respect for someone who proudly stands up and says, "Hey, I steal games. Deal with it. You're not a gamer. Support your hobby, sucker."
Whoa.
Yo, but happy belated belated birthday to the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
They launched a week ago today last year.
Well, that was U.S. though, but then.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had a
Yeah,
different. Yeah, you're right.
too.
In the
So I
U.S.
Yeah. So I was actually planning on doing a video for the Xbox, and then when the PlayStation officially launched worldwide, then I was gonna do that day anniversary video. But yeah.
But yeah, but yeah, like yeah. If you decide to ever attempt gaming on PC, I would give you the cold shoulder Rising Ground. I don't care if you game on a PS4, a Wii U, a Nintendo DS, or a PlayStation Vita. Once you try to become a mouse clicker, I get hurt. You know what I mean? I don't like
Did you say
these
hoof
mouse
clicker?
Well,
clickers. Mouse clickers. That's what they are. Mouse clickers.
Well, I hate to inform you, but I already put the money aside for it, so like it's going to happen. So.
It's smooth. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. My next console is a Wii U, but next year Raptor Strike Productions is building me a PC. I'm just saying.
That's good. No. Seriously, I had many people try to build me a PC. I can get one built for me, but I'm sorry, I won't use it for gaming. I would use it once I get my PC built. It would be for music production and audio production, stuff like that. That's what I want a PC built for. When I was looking to do that, I won't do it for gaming. I don't know, console gamer for life. But
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm gonna be a mainly PC dude as soon as I get the fucking. I just I want to experience it. I have some friends that got high power PCs, but they prefer to game majority on consoles. It's just the way it is.
There's
They
only a
just
PC pirate pest,
right.
guys.
There's certain games they would just get for the PC, and then there's certain games and majority of the games they play on on consoles. So I don't know.
well, speaking of the PC, since we know Microsoft, Xbox, and PC have this relationship when it comes to games, and this goes back all the way to the original Xbox, when games used to come out like exclusive for just Xbox and PC, like where games like I remember the Xbox 360. You can BioShock. The first BioShock I think was available for the Xbox 360 and a PC, if I'm not mistaken, unless it was just Xbox 360. But I know the game Prey was like a PC Xbox 360 game.
Right.
There was a bunch of games that could have ran, I think, on other consoles, but they were Xbox 360 and PC games, and I feel like this year, or at least this generation, it started to become like a big deal. Do you guys see anything wrong with PC and Xbox sharing like games or sharing the same type of lineup for at least third-party exclusives?
In all honesty, I think that's the plan for Microsoft. I think, especially when they roll out Windows 10, they want a complete streamline of everything. Now, I'm not saying every Xbox game will be on PC or all the PC games coming to Xbox, but certain games you're going to see more and more cross, I guess platform if you want to call it. I think that's the plan. In all honesty, I think Microsoft wants Windows 10 to unify everything between PC and Xbox One.
That was the like original plan though. Like I remember, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember buying the original Xbox, and the original Xbox like vision was to be like this gaming PC box basically, if I'm not mistaken. But I think that's the original idea, and I think they're trying to continue that like original idea of just you know keeping those two platforms all in one.
I mean, if you look at it, look at games like that are coming, like Smite. I think we're going to see more and more games. I think Smite is going to be on the PS4 also, but it's coming to Xbox One.
Hmm.
I think Smite and games like that are just the proof in the pudding to show you guys, hey, a lot of these PC games that were only PC, they're coming to the Xbox. So as much as people hate, like to talk about, how Dead Rising 3 went to PC and Rise went to PC, there are some PC only games that are coming to the Xbox, and Smite is just, Diablo 3, and Smite is just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I've never seen it as a problem. You know what I mean? Because I'm one of the few that believe, like, you know what I mean. Like, I'm sure I'm not the only person that it just feels comfortable gaming on console. I know there's games that comes out on a PC. If when I go into the store, or if I'm presented with two games, hey, you can get this game either on your computer or you can get this game for your Xbox. 9 times out of 10, this is where will be appropriate to use casual. You know what I mean? Because you would consider console gamers more in a casual market, because the casual person can go out and just buy a console. The casual person's not coming to build a PC. So the casual person would say, oh, I'm gonna get it for my Xbox. I'm gonna get it, like, you know what I mean? Half the people half time the games come out for Xbox and PC. Half time nobody even knows it's out for the PC. You know what I mean? Because it's not like a market. The market for the PC. Not to say that it's not strong. It's just not as commercial as it, I guess, once was. Remember how you can go to? I remember I can go to GameStop, right? And PC would have like a front where I can pick up my discs, and you can think Steam. I think for the reason why you don't have any more like retail like games as much as you had back, last gen and the generation before that. Like, you can go to the store and pick up a PC game as well as a Xbox game and a PS2 or PS3 game.
Right.
So but I never thought it was a problem, and like I felt like everybody always, when Xbox games announced for the PC, people use it. Even PlayStation people use it as some sort of victory lap. It's like every time like a Xbox One exclusive like is announced, or a time exclusive is announced, there's that many more PC gamers now. Like, I got a PC anyway. I'm gonna play it on PC. But I don't know. I don't think it's not something that's going to hurt the console, and I don't think it's bad for the consoles because one, the sales factor always plays a role. They don't sell the same. It's good to have for it's good for the developer that because the more people that can play your game, the better. But I don't think it's bad for either the Xbox platform and the Xbox consumers. Awkward silence.
Silence. But yeah, man, I'm right there with you, man. I just think at the end of the day, this was the inevitable. And I think everyone just needs to do this isn't a bad thing. I mean, how could more games on the platform you play on be a bad thing? I don't understand. But
Oh, that what people seem to not
fanboys,
make that a problem.
fanboys would be fanboys, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so what else we got here? I'm just looking through the comments. Crazy J14 Gaming. Hopefully I'm not saying this wrong. Crazy RJ14 Gaming. He's like, yo, Kid Smooth, what's going on, man? What's your opinion about gaming in general for 2014? To me, man, it has been a big disappointment for console and PC users. What do you guys feel?
If I take that, I can admit that gaming hasn't been it has been probably one of the quietest year in gaming that has been for a while. But I don't know if I'm disappointed. I came away with some games that I like so far. Titanfall being one. Sunset Overdrive was. I'm sorry, that has to be one of the best games, like racer games out. You know, that's like
You mean
Sunset.
Forza? You said
Forza,
Sunset,
my
yeah.
bad. I said so. Forza Horizon 2, I meant to say, is one of the best games. Sunset ain't bad either, though. Like, I don't know. I mean, there was nothing that was like super mind blowing. I hear a lot of people throwing out Shadow of Mordor as one of the best, the game of the year or whatever. It was a dope game. I mean, I'm not.
I agree.
Yeah.
When I think about, when I think about,
Myself, go ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. When I think about 2014, I think about you get a girl, you go pick her up, you take her out to eat, you take her to a movie, you walking, you holding hands, telling her stuff she want to hear. That's 2014. It's just a pregame. 2015, you getting them draws. I think 2014 was just 2014 was nothing but foreplay. That's all it was. You're just trying to get ready for 2015. 2015, we getting them draws. Look at all the games that's coming out. That's how 2014 was it was just pregame, the pregame warm up. That's all it was.
Ladies, just note that Fame. We don't try to get in those panties, nigga.
Fame,
Oh wow,
Fame getting
wow.
draws in 2015. That's real.
Like I see this year as it was the year of the overhypes. I wasn't really disappointed into the games that we got available because the most of the games I've been looking forward to were the games I was actually happy about. Watch Dogs was like one of my major lone disappointments because I kind of suckered. No, did I suckered myself into getting that game, or somebody suckered me into getting that game because I was trying to. I told myself it wasn't a game I was going to buy.
Right.
And then I think just seeing that everybody was getting the game, all my friends was getting the game, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get it. It's gonna be dope because you get to do this and that and the third. And right now I'm looking at it on my dashboard, mad as hell still. And
God,
Destiny,
Watch Dogs. I actually enjoy playing Watch Dogs.
yeah, I know. I'm the one person. I think I'm one of the lone people that said f that game. But and then
No,
Destiny.
there's so many people that's so disappointed with the game. I'm just like, I don't see how. I just like. I mean, I'm not saying like it was the greatest game I ever played in my life, but it was
It
definitely
was
not a bad game though. I don't know what people expected. I mean, they showed you everything that they actually gave to you.
Hey, shout out to Darian as King, man. I think he drunk as hell in the comment section, but
yeah. I think he drunk as hell too.
How you doing
Um.
this junk stream?
Oh wow, nice. I gotta check that out.
yeah,
But
shout out to Darian.
he said
Let me
oh
see.
man.
I get.
All right, so
Oh,
Destiny. was the other game, which I'm glad I was able to get involved into the beta. I think my first initial impressions on the beta, I liked the game until I got to play more and getting more of a feel of the game, where I kind of said, I don't need this game day one. It could wait. And then I didn't get the game at all. I mean, like I said, I think after the beta I was a bit underwhelmed. So I wouldn't say 2014 overall was a bad year. I mean, you take some of the games that were hyped, and I know a lot of PC gamers, are probably, upset at certain games that probably could have ran better on their platform but didn't, and then the whole parity thing. A lot of the games this year was buried under, parity and resolution and stuff like that. So I just think overall, if you just look at the products that we have, I don't think it was a bad year. I just think it was just a year of criticism for everything. Everything was looked under a microscope. Games didn't get to come out on their own will and freedom. Everything was looked under a microscope. Dudes, game developers couldn't get an interview without being asked about resolution or frame rate. So.
Right.
I mean, I don't think, like I said, I don't think it was like a bad year. I mean, 2015 is going to be much better, but I did enjoy some of the games that I got this year, especially the games that came out in the fall that I'm still having trouble on playing because I don't know what to do next. But
Aqua silence again.
Well, I well, I
What you
don't
say?
plan on banning I don't plan on banning any more games until next year because I got too many. It's too many to play right now. You know what I mean? Like I have to take a pause on games and
Yeah, I think at this time of the year, it's just time to work on your backlog. The
yeah.
last game I'm going to get is Dragon Age. I'm going to pick that up probably tonight. I'm going to get that digitally with the 10% off EA access. But I think it's time to work on your backlog. It's time to play some of the games we didn't, care to play earlier. Like me, I think I'm gonna go ahead and finally bite the bullet and get Rise and go ahead and play that. But there's nothing else for the rest of the year. It's just time to work on that backlog. And now Xbox One, Xbox Live is actually putting out more and more indie games too. So I might pick up some of those nine $15 games just to check them out. See what they're about.
oh, if you're gonna get an indie game, get the game Never Alone. That game is beautiful.
Now is that like Max Curse of the Brotherhood?
Yes, it's like a Max and it's like a Limbo, but it's not as hard as Max. It's still like one of those puzzles where you got to figure things out, and it'll take you a couple more tries, but you're not gonna die as much as you did
Yeah.
in Max. You know what I mean? But the game itself, it has a beautiful story. The the For an indie game, it looks it's a gorgeous looking game, and it's like I said, the story is a beautiful story. But the only thing you can find a game, and if depending on what type of person you are, you'll find the game boring, only because like it's more told. Like I don't know if you ever had we used to go to school and they used to drag those TVs into the classroom on wheels, and they had the VCR on like the second shelf, and it was like strapped to this pusher, and you watch like documentaries on there. And so every now and then the game is like kind of the story is told in two ways: in game with like as like a folk tale, and then at every checkpoint you'll get like a button. You have to hit the menu button for it to pop up the documentary video, and it's like broken up into like I want to say 24 clips, and it's about maybe 15 to 25 seconds a clip that you learn. It's a educational type game because you'll learn more about the culture and about the folktale of it. But the gameplay itself, it's very good, even though some of the AI can be like dumb at inopportune times. The game itself, though, it is a good game, and it's two-player co-op, not online, but two people in the same household can play. Somebody can pick up a controller and hop in at any time because you control two characters throughout the whole game.
Yeah, I'm about to check it out. I'm still upset. I believe wasn't Ori slated for this year and it got pushed back next year.
Yeah,
I'm kind of
I'm
upset.
very disappointed. I was disappointed that Ori, and the thing is, I think had Ori came out, I probably wouldn't have bought it, but I think I think looking at Ori and looking at that game, they're probably going to be under the same boat with that because they're like moody games.
Yeah.
The music. They're kind of like dark and like story driven, So little cute characters.
And I guess we're on Darian is King watch. Shout out to Darian once again. He say he not drunk, so we on Darian watch. He just been an asshole in the comments, but
Bruh, I can't stop laughing at his shit. No,
shout out to
I'm
the boy
sorry.
Darian, man.
Let's get Darian in here, man. This man
Hey,
is
he
is
got an
going
invitation.
nuts.
He got an invitation. He can hop in at any time.
Darian,
Darian,
stop
bring that
stalling.
Since I
ass
don't
here,
invite
boy.
people, I don't invite people.
Darian, quit stalking and bring that ass here, boy.
Bring that ass
Darian,
here.
get off 2K. You know them servers about to go down.
That shit making me laugh, man. He's straight up a. Anyway, shout out to my homie Real Will. Big shout out to Newark.
Real Will,
Yeah,
what's
shout out to
happening?
Newer. Yeah, my bad for giving him like I don't know if any of you guys see my Halo video, but um I mean I got a couple of you guys in the video. I got Newark in there. He tried to run around the corner. I caught him through the back door. Rise got caught a couple times. I apologize for that. Um, Room to Kill. Nah, man, but good. Shout out to 343 for like fixing them servers. They're not completely fixed, but it's much better. So I've been able to get into um actually for the last 2 days. You know what I mean? I mean that was like one of the disappointments that I was not expecting that. You know what I mean? For like the flagship game like Halo to have multiplayer issues. Um, Even though they try to pull like something really ambitious with like having like four different games and all their multiplayer available to you at once. I don't know if they beta tested it, but whatever testing they did, they didn't test it long enough to have this happen. Unless they were secretly trying to force us to play the campaign all over again.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
Obviously, you can tell by the way that the Xbox was originally set up, they wanted to at some point go to a Steam-like system. And as you can see, they dropped most of their exclusives down by $10 on the digital store. So can you guys see in the future, within the next couple of years, that the Xbox might go to a not completely like Steam with the very, very dirt cheap games, but more of a incentive to go digital? Because of course they want digital, they want everyone to be all digital, that's what they want. But can you see them giving us an incentive by giving us a Steam like system, Steam like sales, not just for deals for gold, but going further with deals for gold by putting a lot more games to it when the library is bigger? Can you guys see that happening?
Easily. I definitely right now, it's a bit too early because they're starting to hurt the relationship with retailers such as GameStop. I don't um Whereas GameStop is claiming, I don't know if you read the article, they're claiming like the ambitions of Sony and Microsoft to convince their like consumers to go digital is obviously hurting their sales. Well, yeah. And so I don't know what they're going to do and how quickly they're going to move on to that, being that we're going completely digital is affecting other
I per-
retail markets. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
no. Go ahead. Finish what you were saying. My bad.
No, I was gonna say personally, I've been screaming no incentives for digital because I don't see why games shouldn't cost 60. I shouldn't go on the Xbox store and pay $60 for any of the games, at the same rate that they're costing in the store because there's no middleman. I'm assuming gaming costs went up because of like packaging, shipping, and the retailers gotta make their money and this person gotta make their money. But when you got one person just delivering you the game, you know what I mean. I expect the prices to be at least $40 to $50. But
Because
go ahead,
you
Rise.
would think, oh, I'm sorry, you would think that Microsoft and Sony, they want to get rid of GameStop. They want to make GameStop blockbuster. They want to get rid of it because they won't have to feed the money there. It's just directly to people's homes.
Yeah, but now with that. discouraged with GameStop. Like, you know what? Or forget it. We're not going to sell their consoles. We're going to go more. We'll sell, we use and we'll just do used games only. Like we only sell used games and hardware only. You know what I mean? They can so that can
Right.
affect ways where you're stuck at going to like a Sony outlet or a Microsoft store or Amazon. I mean, I'm sure Walmart or and Best Buy won't put anything on it, but like I'm pretty sure GameStop, because they have the opportunity, because their money comes from not new games or anything. Their money is come from the used stuff. They'll
Right.
become like a glorified pawn shop. You know what I mean?
Right.
And just go only used, like, you know what I mean, the used spot.
All right, man. Report on
That's it.
Darian is King. I'm sorry. Go
That,
ahead, Rise.
no, no, no. To answer your question though, like in my opinion, I don't know like exactly what Microsoft is trying to do as far as the game store, but I do know that like if the Steam like pricing might um it might like I'm thinking about the third party you know games, it might conflict with them, you know what I mean, them giving their games out for a cheaper price. So I don't know if they can or if they will do it, you know what I mean. So I try to stay behind, like I try to watch and see if it's going to happen. I think more so what's going to happen is like maybe like a digital trading system, maybe that would be dope.
Okay, let me ask you guys this.
A digital trading system.
Okay, Rise had was having a conversation with a certain individual whose name I would not name, and during this conversation, he had brought up the whole DRM thing that the Xbox was going to do, and as we all know, people don't want to deny it, but we're all 99.9997% sure that Sony is going to do the exact same thing. And so, what Kid Smooth was saying was that had to be a market decision. You know, that had to be something that everyone was okay with, including Sony. So, with that being said, do you think to push out GameStop and companies like that, this will have to be something that Microsoft and Sony and Nintendo have to come together and say, hey, we're all going to have to make our games cheap and do this thing digitally to get rid of GameStop?
Yeah, yeah, I think you barking up the right tree. See, that's what more so what I was thinking. Like it'd have to be a merger of everybody. Like so, if I think both sides would have like at least all three sides, or however you look at it, would have cheaper games. You know what I mean? Like because I don't see like let's say I buy NBA 2K. Do you drop the price just on one console, or
That
do you drop it on all of them? You
that
know
would
what
be
I'm
the
saying?
issue. That's why they everyone would have to come together and make that decision. And like Kid was saying before, with that person whose name I would not say, with the whole DRM thing, that was a collective angle towards the gaming, market. That's where things were going. Everyone came together and said, hey, this is what we're gonna do. And I think if you want to go to that system, you have to do the exact same thing because it'd be a lot of crap going on if we can get NBA 2K15 for $15 on Xbox One, but you have to pay 60 for it for PS4.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I know what Fame talking about. What nobody wanted to understand where I was going with that.
I
But before I
understood what
even
you meant.
jump in with that, but thank you, Fame, for touching on that. But Rise, I'm sorry. Go ahead and say what you were gonna say. I'm sorry.
no, I just kind of thought into it a little bit more too. And when you think about it, I don't know. You're right. It can possibly happen on one platform because it's already happening on PC. That's one platform over the other. So I don't know. It's weird. I, Listen, I just play these damn games. I don't like make up the rules behind them.
Y- Yeah, like no, no, this was a good side, but I didn't understand why. Well, it's clear that some people understood where I was coming from, where I was saying, that whole thing that Xbox was trying to do with their DRM and their check-ins and the digital future that we're headed was that had to be a market decision because you would have a thing where, in this case, that GameStop wouldn't be technically won't be able to carry Xbox One games. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it would be like whereas some games would like it could come out and cost like you just said a moment ago would cost more on one platform than the other. It just wouldn't have worked unless everybody was all in on it.
Because you know what, Kid Smooth, in the midst of this console war, a lot of people seem to forget that as much as people, these fanboys going back and forth, Microsoft and Sony work together a lot. They do a lot of stuff together. So what makes them think they wouldn't have this conversation to talk about this? But people seem to forget. As much as these fanboys want to fight back and forth, Microsoft and Sony partner up in a lot of stuff. I think people forget that, or they don't forget. They don't know. They need to go research. Google is your friend, ladies and gentlemen. Go look it up. Microsoft and Sony work together a lot. Just recently, Sony is beginning to use. I can't remember the name of it, but it's some type
Real
of.
play, I think.
There
Yeah.
it is, which is created by Microsoft. People forget very easily that these
And
companies.
that's a DRM service.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a DRM service.
That's
There you
crazy.
go. People don't realize these things. They're too busy being a fanboy. Don't realize that these companies are laughing and having scotch together.
Right.
Yeah. But speaking of like we touched up earlier on game of the years. All right, so I don't know how many we all know like the best racer we had was Forza Horizon 2. But what is you guys your best shooter, that was to touch the Xbox One? It could be, it doesn't have to be exclusive or anything like that either. So
The best shooter? You mean like the first person shooter?
yeah.
Oh man, seeing how the Halo debacle and seeing how I don't really play Titanfall as much. It looks like Call of Duty is still king. I'm still playing Call of Duty. I know this can't reach to go. It's weird to say I'm still playing it, but I mean, as far as first person shooter, I mean, you really can't go wrong because I don't like Battlefield, man. I'm not a Battlefield person, and this is my opinion. So I don't want to take it as fact. I'm saying
I'm about to make some people mad. Battlefield suck.
I actually like Battlefield, man.
Nah,
It,
that's
it
a good
takes some
game.
getting used to. It takes some getting used to.
Battlefield's
Uh,
okay. I just
but
suck.
but Battlefield is a big contender in that first person shooter, though, man. Like, because people still playing Battlefield to this day. It just came out with a new DLC, so I don't know. Battlefield is up there with the shooters for me. Um, I would say it's between Titanfall, Battlefield, and Call of Duty.
Um, for me,
I want to say Halo, but Halo having its issues right now. Well, probably not
uh,
anymore, but it has
here's the
had its
thing.
issue.
Well, Halo, I probably wouldn't even like. I can't count Halo only because it's just a collection of games that we already had. But as for I spent most of my time on any shooter. I spent my most time on Titanfall. Titanfall, well, I spent the most time. It's like I said, one of the games that came out this year with hype that actually had me locked in for a little while. You know what I mean? So, but Ghost, didn't care for it. Battlefield, I went in there too late. So and then for some reason my campaign kept deleting. So that game, it's hit or miss. You have to be a tactical. If you're into tactical shooting, Battlefield's your deal. But I was more leaning on the Call of Duty side. But I would have to say, out of Titanfall or Advanced Warfare. But I feel like I put more gaming hours in Titanfall. I definitely put more gaming hours in Titanfall than I did in Advanced Warfare, so far. So, yeah, that's a tough one. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and piss a couple people off and say Halo. Um, if you think about it, Halo's only issue right now, and it's a big issue, but it's matchmaking. Halo wasn't known or always known for multiplayer, and this is not like a damage control or excuse why it should be working. But the thing is, right now, I haven't played Halo 1 or Halo 2's campaign. I play Halo 3 and I play Halo 4, but I can I can play through the complete story, with or without a friend. The co-op works. The only thing we have a problem with is online multiplayer. As a game overall, the map collection is like still have to be considered a better the best shooter for the Xbox One, but because it is a collection of games that came out for the original Xbox and the Xbox 360. Titanfall is my choice because it did get a lot of hours out of me and a lot of enjoyable hours out of me.
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
Oh no, really? Did you just ask him to repeat everything he just said? Yo, Rise is that dude. He tuned in everything until he start talking. Y'all done talking? All right, this your boy Rise.
I'm reading Darian
No, because
comments, man.
Darren
That
is in
man
the
is
comment section.
he's down there like, oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Yo, Darian on a rampage, yo.
He
Like,
is on a
Yeah.
rampage.
I think he put his hood clickers on.
Oh shit.
And but what is what's your game of the year?
I don't know if I have a game of the year.
Oh,
Well, ain't no more really much stuff coming out. I mean,
game
what
of
game you like better than all the other games that came out?
game of the year on Xbox or just game of the year in general?
We'll do
On
game of the year
Xbox.
on Xbox since it's this is the Xbox One year
Well,
year anniversary.
to me, I think it's hands down is Sunset Overdrive. I mean, that's a game that isn't normal to the Xbox One. That's something that came completely out of their skin. Um, something like Phil Spencer said, not another military alien shoot 'em up shooting game. It was something that completely different to the Xbox platform. And I don't want to hear, oh, it's just Jet Set Radio. No, it's something completely different. It was a game that didn't take itself serious. It's non-stop fun. I think without a shadow of a doubt, Sunset Overdrive is the game of the year on the Xbox One.
Rise, go ahead.
Um, on Xbox One, the game I enjoyed probably the most out of everything, probably like I'm gonna say Forza Horizon 2. That was the game I enjoyed the most. Probably can still pick up and play. Uh, Sunset would be a good second because that like Fame said, that's something like out of the ordinary. And then Titanfall definitely goes in there too though. So I don't know. I say Forza Horizon 2. Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My fault.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Connect Sports Rivals and Dance Central.
Boy, sit
Nah,
your ass down.
nah. No. Wow. I'm like Sunset Overdrive. Like I said, I like the game. I'm still playing that game. I don't know if anybody's. I still play it. There's a lot of content. Sunset Overdrive and Forza Horizon 2. You can't go wrong with either. But for Forza Horizon 2 for me was such a surprise as a racing game. I'm not a fan of racing games, and I put some time into that game. It's just that Forza and Sunset Overdrive both offered a lot of content to keep you playing. It's not like they're not one and done games. You can complete the game where you can get a lot done, but then realize you got so much more to do. So. But if I had to go, I would probably say Forza Horizon 2 because it actually has even more content than Sunset has, and it's like I feel like it's a never-ending journey, and it's a racing game. It's definitely the best racer I played in a long time. So I have to say Forza Horizon 2, Sunset Overdrive coming in second, and Titanfall being the third wheel. So Forza Horizon 2 being my Xbox One game of the year.
Hey, will somebody explain what five means? I'm just looking
That's
at
what Bloods used to say. And they be like, "What's popping five?"
uh,
Because it's like blood. Hold
Nothing.
on.
Why you niggas sweet as pumpkin pie?
okay. I'm just wondering because of Darius King's comments.
What's a blood?
Oh boy.
I live in
Yeah,
Chicago, so I don't know what a
and I live
blood
in good old Connecticut, where
is.
we don't say five, but I will say Give me 2 minutes.
Hey, I just want to say shout out to my boy Kid Smooth, because Kid Smooth, you are becoming one of the most hated Xbox guys on YouTube, man.
You are.
Look at the
I don't
hate
know
in the
how.
comment
I
section.
don't, I
What is
don't I
going
don't do
on?
much, you know. I really don't do much. I think I've remained consistent since I've got on YouTube, you know. I play my games, I use my product, I use the Connect.
But hey, look at like
Sometimes I do, sometimes I
even,
don't.
even if they hating, your channel's still growing. So thank you for the views. That's how I look at it. Thank
Yeah,
you
you
for the
know,
views.
I mean, you don't have to watch. If you know you don't like me, don't watch me. If you know you're gonna disagree with my opinion, you know, don't fight it. You know, the last thing I want to see, or no, I don't care if I see it. If I see a paragraph or an essay of somebody psychoanalyzing me, they're just really, I don't know, giving me unnecessary attention. It's costing.
Uh-oh, we lost the host.
Oh shit.
Dang, Roz, it's like your podcast when all of a sudden you just stopped talking. You was gone.
A bitty bitty bitty. That's all, folks. Now let me stop.
Hey, but
This
basically,
man.
I guess I'm
Damage
gonna go ahead
control.
and co-sign damage control what Kids Move was saying. If you don't like what he pushes out, don't watch. But if you gonna watch, thank you for the views.
Right.
I really this is technical difficulties. People who are watching the Kids Move community. If you don't know who I am, this is Fame Entertainment. I'm gonna use Kids Move's sound issues to throw a shot to my channel, FAMEENT2K. Yeah, buddy.
While you're at
Yeah.
it, you might as well follow my Twitch stream, by the way.
Oh yeah, and
Rise for the win.
shout out to Louis Menchaca. He is the host of Musing with Menchaca. He was so grateful to allow me to use his audio equipment today for this podcast. If you guys don't know who he is, I will put a link in my next video description to Musing with Menchaca. So big shout out to him.
And since it's quiet, I'm gonna take my chance to take some shots at Darian is King. Since one, he ain't in this podcast, and two, he want to be in the comment section talking mad shit, nigga. What's good now, homie?
Oh, the big Kahuna
The big
is in the
kahuna.
building. Big Kahuna just joined in. Kahuna, say
What's
something. We
up?
lost kids.
Oh
What's
shit.
up?
All right, we don't have Kahuna. We don't have
Oh,
Kahuna. We don't have. Hey, this is
What's up?
the name of this podcast is the Fame and Rise Show. Welcome everybody to the Fame and
it's a
Rise.
takeover, ladies and gentlemen. It is a takeover.
Kid Smooth is no longer here, so his
Oh.
subs can go ahead and sub to Rise and Fame. Y'all go ahead and sub to us because Kid Smooth is no
Hey,
longer.
All
so
right, so
you
Darian, Game of the Year, Halo Master Chief Collection servers, Game of the Year, and I'm gonna take Sunset Overdrive since you clearly don't like that game anyway. So that's the Game of the Year for me, bruh. Um, the worst game that came out this year was GTA 5. I don't know why they brought that trash back. God, that game sucks. Shadow of
Garbage.
Mordor is fucking insanely boring,
Boo
and
boo.
ooh,
NBA 2K15 is just sad. That is sad.
Disastrous.
What is it? The stage sucks.
Garbage. But continuing on till we can figure out what happened to okay, so Kid Smooth is gone, and I have no clue how to stop his podcast. Rise and Grind, I ask you a question. What Xbox exclusive are you looking most forward to next year?
Quantum Break, Halo 5, and I want to see what's going on with Phantom Dust. That's the one game a lot of people not talking about. But Phantom Dust coming back out next year, so I want to see that one. And isn't was it Scalebound supposed to come out next year too?
Yeah, that's next year.
That's next year, so I want to see what's up with those four games. Those look dope. Oh yeah, and Ori got pushed to 2015. So
hello,
Hey,
I
right.
want to check that one up. Check
Hey,
that
right.
one out.
hello.
Yo,
I
what's
said,
up?
I said what game?
Game. Oh, I'm sorry. It's too many. I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
man,
I
this
don't
man
know what other
picked one game.
platform has that problem, but
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. For me, as far as it really, my heart of hearts, I really want to say Quantum Break, but I can't wait to E3 of next year because I want to see more of Scalebound.
Scalebound,
Because to me,
okay.
Scalebound's gonna also be like Sunset Overdrive. It's gonna be out of the box, something that you normally would not see on the Xbox platform.
Oh
So
shit.
I'm looking
I
forward to
got
it. Oh,
I think I got the boy riled up enough to jump in the podcast. Uh
oh snap! Kid Smooth.
oh damn, we can't hear anybody though.
Do we have
That's
to
the crazy thing about it.
sing It's So Hard to Say Goodbye? I think Kid Smooth he's messaged me and said his Xbox fried. So we can also say
Damn.
It's So Hard to Say Goodbye to one of the two of Kid Smooth's Xbox Ones. Don't go to Connecticut because apparently you have power issues and it fries your Xbox. Sorry, Kid Smooth.
Jeez. Jeez.
And then Darian is King is in the podcast, but he's not speaking.
I don't think anybody can hear. I don't think anybody can
Well,
talk
Kid
to
Smooth
me or
is
you.
on mute. Kid Smooth is on
Right.
mute. He's muted himself. He might
He's
be.
Oh, do you hear
crying.
me? Oh, do
He's
you hear
definitely crying. Oh shit. Oh shit. What up,
That
dude?
ass
what's happening though? Let's get right into the picture, cuz. All right, all right. I played a little bit of Sunset. You know what I'm saying? That shit trash, bro. I'm being honest with y'all niggas, bro.
Bruh, stop
That shit
bruh.
is trash, yo. Like literally, I'm thinking like the best Xbox game right now is Forza Horizon 2. Period. Nothing else.
Wait, what the? Hold on. How does my?
Nothing
Wait,
once.
wait.
There we are.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
So Kids
I wanna
decided to come back. So here we are.
My shit got like booted out. Like I was.
Let me tell y'all, man. Sunset isn't that good, man. Like literally, like I just don't know what all the hype is about. You feel me? Like you can hype up games that are kind of like there's different games out there that you can hype up.
What's your game of the year, man? Just
Right now, I already told you, man.
No. I'm talking about the Xbox exclusive.
On Xbox.
Oh, man, you don't do it.
on Xbox.
Yeah, Darian don't do
Like I
it.
told you, the game of the year probably for Xbox
Get
is
this boy
Forza
out
Horizon 2. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing else. There's no other game right now that's competing with that shit. Be honest with you. Like just to be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like some people they were hyping the shit out of this Sunset Overdrive.
I don't
got
think
on
it's
that
trash.
shit.
I played it. I'm sorry.
I said didn't get enough
It's
hype.
trash. But to each his
It's
own,
not
you know.
that
I don't
good, It's seriously.
I don't argue people's opinions.
No.
I learned my lesson.
I'm not trying to argue your opinion. I'm not saying.
No.
nothing.
I'm saying I
This is
don't.
frankly, this is frankly on me. This is
I hear
basically
you.
what I think. This is what I think. Y'all can think some other way, but this is how
Nah.
I think.
Nah, that's cool. I don't battle people's opinion, but I thought it was a fun game. I don't know what
mean,
you've been
Wait,
playing.
he
Like,
said Sunset Overdrive was whack or something? Oh,
Yeah,
it-
it's
it's
whack,
trash.
man.
oh my
This shit
God,
is
Darren.
trash, bro.
Oh my
It's just
God, you
not-
sipping yak right now.
Hey.
No. Seriously. That game it's not all it's cracked up to be.
I can
It was never actually cracked up
Honestly.
to be anything. It was one of the games that didn't get the hype as all the other games that was.
No, because everybody from Xbox side was hyping the shit up, bro. I'm an Xbox dude, so when other Xbox and I'm chilling party with other Xbox that's playing the game and they're hyping this shit up to be some of the best motherfucking game I ever seen, it's not. Honestly.
Well, no, that's subjective. You can't
But
like
that's what
one
I'm trying to
person.
say. This is my opinion. It's not.
Okay.
It's not what you should think. I'm just saying what my
Okay.
opinion is.
That's
I
true.
get you.
The game is trash.
The
To
game
me.
ain't for everybody though, but
To me,
I
it's
don't
trash.
know if it's trash though. I heard somebody else say that too. I even heard Red Dragon saying like it wasn't his cup of tea, like that
It's
game.
just not. It's just.
I personally
it's
enjoy the
just-
game. I can't.
You know what's crazy? Who was in a party with me earlier today? I think it was it Killshot? I believe he was in the party with me, and he didn't buy the game day one. And I think because they let you play it for 24 hours today.
Loves it now.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo,
I
like
just
you know."
think it's just like mad competitive. I think it's mad repetitive, sliding and shooting and blowing up shit. It's just
No.
not my.
No,
I just-
no offense
It's a
though.
sandbox
but everybody,
game.
Hold on, chill.
Yeah.
Everybody who always say games are repetitive, man, like one game
I
is
mean, a lot of games are
all
repetitive.
games are fucking
A
repetitive.
lot of games are repetitive.
They're like,
But no, you could do different shit and stuff like GTA. You can do different shit in other games, I mean, it's just some games are repetitive.
Yeah, well,
That game has to be-
GTA is a broad game, but like the
I
thing
mean,
about it,
but
I think certain games, like people always say, like Call of Duty is the same game every year. You know what I mean? But it can't be anything different than what
But-
we know it to be.
true.
Think about what if NBA 2K, like think about 2K, like 2K is I mean, you play basketball. That's all you doing. You playing
But
basketball.
no, different. You can have a different outcome depending on the game. You know what I'm saying?
You got
Unless you want them to
Like-
change
like,
the
we're not-
controls every
we're not-
mission or every game.
Listen. Like with
I'm sorry,
basketball,
being
it's
repetitive is
way-
not really a good
basketball is
argument
way
for a
different.
game.
Basketball is way different from a game like Sunset Overdrive. Basketball is actually being a basketball player or doing something because you could do something different with my player. You doesn't have to play with all 5 people. But when you can do different modes and go to a different mode, that's different. There's different shit that I'm talking about. But Sunset Overdrive, it's not. It's really just a repetitive game, bro. It's just
Repetitive of what? What makes it?
what I'm saying is all you doing. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's constant movement and shit like that. You know, you're jumping and sliding and shit like that. But the fact that there's some people that can actually enjoy this game.
I play different game modes.
I'm not saying that it's not a game that you should not play. But what I'm saying is that game is not as all it's cracked up to be. For niggas,
I play different game modes.
all them niggas who was talking all that bullshit about how this game is A1 and blah 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 blah. This game is not that to me. I don't see it.
Hey, fellas.
Period.
That's cool. So what's your Xbox exclusive?
I've already told you, nigga.
You said Forza Horizon 2.
Forza Horizon 2.
Forza
is
Horizon
gonna be
2,
the
that's
best
it.
game.
Now, see, I can agree with you there, man.
It's period. There's no competition. There's no competition between Forza Horizon 2 or any other game on Xbox.
Well, I'm sorry, but
Titanfall came out with lack of content. There's nothing in Titanfall. Nothing.
Horizon 3, hey, it's different now though. Hey, it got.
I'm not saying that it did not
now.
get better, but launch,
got different
nigga. I'm
content.
talking launch, nigga. I'm not playing that shit no more. There's no more point of playing that shit. That shit is done. At launch, that shit was no content. It lacked nothing to play. 2014 has been such a damn disgrace, bro. There's nothing out here that's really been out here that's like shining light. To me, GTA fucking wins
Still in here arguing.
at that. You know what I'm saying? GTA wins it at that. To be honest with you, there's no other game out here that's dope like that. You know what I'm saying? There's no other game out here that's gonna be like, okay, listen, this game is so far ahead of all exclusives this year have been kind of a disappointment. Some of them, most of them at that. Most games this year have been a disappointment. Bro. That's all I'm saying.
Oh damn, we lost Kahuna.
Hey, can you guys hear me just fine?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I got disconnected somehow.
Yeah, it
I don't
seems
know
two of
about
you guys.
disappointment, dear man, but
Okay, tell me what game sets you off right now for the Xbox One besides Forza Horizon 2.
Wait. Say what game does what?
That sets you off. That's just that can be contender of Gamer of the Year besides Horizon 2.
Oh, besides Horizon 2? Okay. Sunset
Nah,
Overdrive.
That's what I'm trying to say, nigga. That's what I'm trying to say, nigga.
Listen,
that game is not
no,
Game of the Year.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it can't
be.
Darian,
Game of the Year. That game does not touch Grand Theft Auto 5. That game does not touch any. That game barely.
Are you comparing it in fact of a game or a type of game?
No. Game. The story mode. I didn't think was. I thought it was kind of a. It was kind of a. I mean, the start. I only played it for like fucking 15 minutes. Nigga.
All right. Shut up.
No. Hold on. Darian, hey, come on.
Hey, it's not my fault that I'm not totally fucking Xbox, nigga. I'm speaking real.
Right, hey, Darian,
That's
listen.
what it is.
Shut the fuck up for a second. Listen,
Let's go.
I'm not trying to say that Forza Horizon 2 and Sunset Overdrive is the game of the year. Our question was, what is on the Xbox
No,
that you like? We're not asking. We ain't talking about a game of the year in general.
How about before you do that?
Xbox. This is the Xbox.
How about before you do that? Ask Kismu what's his game of the year.
Kid Smooth, what's your game of the year, bro?
I said my game of the year. My game of the year. Oh man, it was a toss up between Sunset and Forza.
Oh, look at that shit, nigga! That's what I'm talking about, nigga. Come on, it's nothing. Like, come on.
I mean, just Xbox or in general? You gotta mean
general.
Xbox, right?
He's saying in general, bro, that's his best game of the
No
year.
way. No way. Kids
And,
move.
and honestly, like
Oh, shit.
those games do not go over any of those other games, dog. It just doesn't.
Kids move.
What's up?
Do you mean for Xbox or in general?
For X, but the thing is, in general, it would be an Xbox game because I don't own like a PS4 or Wii U, so it would be my game of the year would be
That's
either
all I'm
Forza or
saying.
Sunset.
No, I'm talking. So it wouldn't be a multiplayer like SOM.
But
Shadow
he
Mord-
hasn't played
No,
Shadow Mordor.
I haven't played Shadow Mordor. If I had,
That's
if
what
I
I'm trying to
honestly,
say,
if
nigga. If you get that shit, if you get Shadow Mordor, bro, then you would actually.
But the thing is,
a
even if
different level from Sunset Overdrive to Shadow Mordor.
no, if I did, even if I did, I wouldn't pick Shadow of Mordor. I think it would be something on the lines, and what I've been looking at, I think it would have been like a Bayonetta 2 because I think that would have been the most surprising, and I think because it was one of the best games available, I think that deserves a nod. It will be up there, but I don't think.
I haven't played none of the Wii U games, so Bayonetta 2, to me,
Smash Bros. Out too.
it could be the dopest game in the world, but I don't.
Mario Kart could be. I don't know, man. Listen.
It won't be Shadow of Mordor. I'm sorry. I don't think. Reason why I say not Shadow of Mordor because when I go on my friends list, no, because when I go on my friends list, I don't see nobody still playing Shadow of
nobody
Mordor.
plays
There's a whole bunch of games out, bro. Do you understand what GTA?
But if it was
If it's
that
the game
good,
good,
if
play
it's
it,
that
right?
good,
Come on, bruh.
if it's that good,
We
you still have some reason
bro.
to play it.
Oh my
Now,
god.
if right now we at the end of November,
Are you still
I
playing
still
Sunset
went back to
Overdrive?
I still went back to Sunset Overdrive and Forza. I've still gone in November.
Forza's good. Forza, I give you Forza.
So that's why they're game of the year contenders to me because I can still, even though through the holiday rush, I can still go back to these games and play
you
them.
guys realize you guys are arguing opinions, right?
No.
Yeah, that's all it is,
We
man.
are
Like,
arguing opinions, but at the same time, it's just to try to get an understanding of what this nigga's going through this nigga's head, bruh. Come on. What is going through this nigga's head? Because this nigga he's saying Sunset Overdrive is definitely, hit for him is the game of the year. Toss up between Forza and Horizon. Sunset and Forza Horizon. Those are the two games that he's saying that his games of the year. To me, what I'm saying is that's not those two games. One of those games can be stand out for the Xbox, and that is Forza Horizon 2 because I still see people playing that shit. Sunset Overdrive, I don't see nobody really playing that shit.
Legend of Korra game of the year. Legend of Korra.
I mean, to some people they like games like that, man. And to be honest,
Wait a minute, whoa, Darren, back up. How the hell you say Sunset is not a sure shot game of the year, but he says Legend of Korra, and you're like, well, I can see some people play it. Like, Legend of Korra, really?
No. I'm just saying the shit that I play. I haven't played Legend of Korra. I don't know the shit that Legend of Korra do, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Some people can like that game. I don't know the fuck that is.
that damn game. That's crazy.
Sunset? Nah, nigga, hell no. Stop at 5.
I was just
I don't
joking.
know. For those who ain't play Sunset Overdrive, you got but 45 minutes to play that before it's like not free anymore for the day. But it is a game of the year contender. I don't care. And the only way you can find out if you play it, it's one of those sleeper hits. It's going to be one of them things that catch on, that people catch on to it a little bit later.
It's when you download it. It's 24 hours, but when you download it, you gotta download it before the what's it called? The only 2 days, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it got to be this weekend. That's period.
Just for the
Weekend.
for the fanboys who are in the comment section, I was just joking about Legend of Korra. Though I do enjoy that game, I was just bullshitting. So.
Nah, there's certain games, man. There's people out here that's still gonna, say that like fucking Infamous because they love it. When I talked to BG and he was saying about what's it called? What's that game? Killzone. He likes Killzone. We might not feel that shit. You feel me? That shit might be ass to us, but to him, that's his shit.
And that's how Kid Smooth feels about it.
Exactly. And Sunset is his shit. But for the other people that agree with me that says Sunset isn't that shit, you know what I'm saying?
All right, I got a question for Darian because my homeboy, shout out to General Mike. He did bring up a good point because you said Sunset Overdrive is repetitive, but what about Shadow of Mordor?
That's the most
Shadow
repetitive.
Mordor is repetitive, but Shadow Mordor, I just feel like it's a more fun of a game.
But there was a but. What?
It's just a fun of a. It's just a way of fun again. Both games are repetitive. like Ryan said, almost
That
all
nigga said
games.
Hold on, chill.
Almost all games are repetitive. No, that's what the fuck you just said. Almost all games are repetitive. So what that means is, since almost all games are repetitive, they're just repetitive. Sunset is just not that game.
Now, what I can agree with you, Darian, though, GTA 5 has to be one of the best games.
It's the best game. You
Yeah,
have not seen
and
anything better than this.
that's not me trolling right now because earlier I was a little troller, but GTA is definitely one of the funnest, funny games.
When games like that, when games with big hits and big names come out, they top everything, bro. This little Sunset Overdrive is just not a big hit. Like you would think when you see Xbox exclusives and when you see the best Xbox exclusives, you think of the Halos, you think of the Gears of Wars, you think of bigger games because of their title, Forza. You think of bigger names. Sunset is not going to be put on that pedestal.
To give Sunset some type of credit, Halo and Gears have a bigger foothold in Xbox than Sunset. Give it time. I'm pretty sure if Sunset gets 3 or 4 series like Halo,
we didn't give Halo no time. Halo first one, boom, nigga, everybody loved it. We didn't give Gears of War no shit. When Gears of War came out, everybody loved it. Not everybody loves this Sunset, man.
That's true. Hey, I can agree with Darian on that though. You know, I personally enjoy playing it, but when you think about the longevity of the game, it doesn't seem like a game that's gonna last long.
That game is a 24-hour game. I'm sorry.
Sunset Overdrive Game of the Year. That's all I gotta say. It's the Game of the Year. It's like people. It's like I don't know. I don't understand what people's beef. The game came out. It was good. It wasn't, to me. It wasn't. We didn't get raped like we did with freaking Destiny and Watch Dogs. I think Sunset. I anticipated Sunset Overdrive. I enjoyed Sunset Overdrive, and I'm still enjoying Sunset Overdrive. Hence why it's one of my Game of the Year nominees, along with Forza Horizon 2, because I feel like both those games have more than enough content to keep you going back to play. You know what I mean? I've already beaten the game Sunset Overdrive, but it still has a whole bunch of content left for me to do, such as collectibles and side missions and other challenges that keeps you playing the game. And everything in the game is upgradable and everything. So it's stuff like that. And Forza, we all know about Forza, best racing game out, and will be for probably another 2 years until they make another
just
Forza.
Go ahead and say it's the best Xbox. It's the best Xbox game, bro. Forza Horizon.
Yeah. So, but no, I just the whole thing about the whole like Sunset being like a 24-hour sunset.
Hold on. Everybody forgot about what's the name of the game? The fighting game that we got out there, Killer Instinct.
Fighter Within.
Fighter Within. Fighter Within game of the year, y'all.
What about
game 3 times.
Killer Instinct? What about Killer Instinct though? Who played Killer Instinct?
Time out. There's a lot of people out there that it touches. Killer Instinct touches a lot of the people, but to me, that shit's not that good either. To me, be honest.
Damn.
It's the best
I don't know that one.
It's the best fighting game to you because it's on Xbox, nigga.
No, it's the best fighting game because it's the only fighting game.
That shit is trash. Kids Move, have you ever really whooped somebody's ass that was good in that game?
And that was good. No, if they were good, I ain't whip their ass. Nah, I'm averaging Killer Instinct, but it's
Darian taking shots tonight.
Darian is he drinks.
I just feel
Killer Instinct is trash though.
I'm not saying that it's trash.
Probably the best fighting game.
Now, best fighting game ever. Whoa, nigga.
I did not say ever.
You said best fighting game available. No, Darian too busy playing games like Injustice and shit like that. He thinks that shit is amazing. You know what I mean? That's his Game Informer game of the year.
Tekken is the best fighting game ever. Period. Best fighting game. Tekken.
No, Tekken's too.
PlayStation 2 Tekken. Nigga, that trumps everything to me. Be honest.
I don't play any fighting games, so hey, I'm gonna stay out of it.
Mortal Kombat do their thing too. But at the same time,
let's not forget about Killer Instinct.
I mean, some people love that shit. That shit's not Game of the Year. That's not contending with these big dogs.
No, it shouldn't be contending. Game of the Year shit came out last year. It wasn't. It's not like this year. I wouldn't put it as a Game of the Year. Is it best fighter of the year? Probably.
It came out this year though. So
But season 2 is more
I'm
like
talking about shit on
one.
Xbox. Y'all talking about shit like
Hey
I'm
guys,
thinking
this
landscape.
podcast start. This
So we talking
podcast.
about just Xbox. So Forza Horizon 2. That's all
hey
I got to
guys,
say.
hey
Forza
guys.
Horizon
I don't
2.
mean to, I don't mean to cut anybody off, but I have reached my time limit, so I don't want to just jump out, you know, be disrespectful and just leave. I want you
Mhm.
guys to
Oh,
have a
my
great
fault.
night, man. You guys have a great one.
Yeah. Thanks for your time, Fame. Fame, we'll see
Fame.
you around. See you on the
Peace
exit.
out,
man.
Darian. Peace out,
Peace
y'all.
out, man. Peace
Until
out.
next time, Fame.
Peace
Nah,
out.
So
I'm just
Darian about
saying.
to lose Microsoft points.
Hey. All I'm saying is, with some of these Xbox games, they're not all that's cracked up to be. We had like literally like they really fumbled and bumbled and fumbled the ball with this fucking Master Cheeks collection. Like this shit should have been this shit should have been aired out first. You feel me? That game needs to be fixed properly. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
the game is not even broken. The match just was the matchmaker. I don't understand. Like people forget, like there's a one
Honestly,
half of the game that actually still
Oh
exists.
Lord.
Honestly, I don't have
Oh,
the game. Honestly, I don't have the game. I was just watching Anchorman's
I
video, and
I
I've
ain't
been hearing everybody in the party when they talking. I hear them what they're saying. They
Yeah.
saying the game is broken. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, well, I'm about to give away something in the because I don't know how long we've been going on, but I did say I was giving away a game during a podcast. Anybody want Assassin's Creed? I won't even tell you what Assassin's Creed it is, but I'm about to punch the code in the damn comment section. So whoever's still watching, you better still watching. Real Will, I know you missed out on Rise last week. So if you are still in the if you're still in the podcast, if you're still watching, I'm about to post Assassin's Creed game code in the comment section. First who get it is yours.
Oh,
You know,
Street Fighter. Oh, my boy AG the guy say Street Fighter.
Street
AG the
Fighter.
God.
Dope. Yeah, for his, that's my dude, by the way. Shout out to AG the guy, man. That boy keep it 100, man.
That man said Street
He
Fighter.
keep
He
it
hit me with the
100.
Street Fighter though. Nah, I still love Tekken, bro. Sorry.
AG the guy, man. Hey, he for sure one dude. He a go-to dude though. Real talk.
I like
I watch his
Rockstar,
channel,
bro.
man. He is not gonna be biased, man. He gonna tell it like it is. I love his channel, man.
Yeah, so I'm about to get ready to post this code in here. But speaking of what else we got? What else we got? Darian, hold on. We know you're game of the year for Xbox. And what do you think of the Xbox One year later from launch day?
Man, when I think about when I think about the Xbox from day one, like I didn't have it day one, so I experienced it. I had my PlayStation 4 first, so the way I experienced my Xbox One is when I first got it. I think it was probably in late November. It's a year later. They have came up with some of the best shit. Like I'm being honest. Like to me, when I first got onto the Xbox One, the party chat shit was like confusing. There was a whole bunch of shit that just wasn't user friendly. They finally made it like user friendly for everybody to have. I mean, to me, the party system is still fucked up because sometimes your friend list will go away. Sometimes shit would happen. But I still love this Xbox, man. It's just so much shit that you can do, snapping shit, and it's just one of the best features. The snap feature, I think, is one of the best features on Xbox. To be honest with you,
Right.
like there's nothing that could compare to that because I can snap when I'm on when I'm on Sunday nights and I'm watching football and watching my boys, my Ravens play.
Exposed. You're not a real gamer because you do stuff outside of gaming. Exposed.
So I have this snap. I have NFL on the Xbox One snap and still watching the game so I can see all my scores and all the stats just in case I walk away from a game or I can see how my fantasy team is going.
Right.
Type of shit that I like about it, man. There's a lot of people out there that don't like sports, they don't like shit. To me, I'm a real sports dude. I'm a real sports head. So when Xbox does shit like that, that's the type of shit that I love. That and not only that, whenever I go to different games, like let's say I go from TV to game, it does not cut off my game for my TV. There's times where my Xbox turns off because my daughter touches it and it starts at the same spot that it was already in. You know what I'm saying? it's just dope features like that that gets me going for about Xbox One. To me, the game share is just the best. You feel me? Me and King Dre been game sharing low key. Like that's my nigga. We game share all day. So all the games that he buy, I get. All the games that I buy, he gets. So he can share. He share Call of Duty with me. I share Grand Theft Auto with him. You feel me? So games like that, where you be able to switch back and we can still play games. We don't got to be in the same party. You don't got to send me an invite to be on my game. There's no time limit. There's no no period that it kicks you off. We're playing games all day, no matter what, because his Xbox is on my Xbox.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the dopest shit ever. That's one of the features that I like I love, man. I just love. But the Xbox One, a year later, man, I could say that it's improving, and they're gonna make some more improvements, man. I feel like they're gonna do something perfect, make this thing perfect. To be honest with you.
All
Yeah,
right.
they.
So, I'm gonna go ahead, sir. Sorry, go ahead.
You about to give away that code, or what you about
Yeah.
to do? My bad. My bad. Go ahead, do that.
No, I'm just saying, like, everybody, to those who are watching now, Assassin's Creed is going in the comment section. So grab that code as quick as possible. I do this every once in a while, just thanking those for watching and subscribing. We're celebrating Xbox One 1 year anniversary. Some good, some bad. But we also got the awesome coming for me. So check the comment section right now for the Assassin's Creed Xbox One. I won't tell you which one. That's for you to find out. Honestly, the reason why I can't tell you which one it is because I don't know which one it is. I use one of them bad boys though. Here you go though. Here we go. And it's there. But go ahead, Rise.
Okay, just to end it out, I don't want to make it too long though, but I just want to say I told y'all at the beginning of this podcast, like I don't want to I don't want to argue anybody's opinion, man. I respect everybody's platform, everybody's decision, they game, they whatever it is you play on, man. Just play your games. That's all that really counts, man. But for me, for the Xbox, it did start out rocky as hell. But I'm telling you, if you had the Xbox and it started out with a complete it was crazy, man. It was hard to see that the Xbox got this far, but a year later, man, it's completely transformed into a whole different console, man, and it's getting be complete. And I want to say for those who want to, sell their Xbox because the UI is like a half a second behind, or, like the Blu-ray player is not what you think it was, or whatever the fuck, dumbass reasons. Don't be a dumbass, man. It's easy to find what's wrong in anything, but it's hard to take the good out of it, and that's just how I feel.
Yeah, good shit.
So far, the Xbox is probably my best purchase to date. And that's no fanboy shit or nothing though. Man, I own a lot of shit, and it's probably one of my best purchases I ever made.
Oh yeah, I'm right with you. What was that? The tweet I sent out the top three greatest purchases in my life was I think my what was it? My,
Wedding
my
ring.
first car, my wedding engagement ring, and the Xbox One.
See,
And
man, I don't know, man. This game, I love my system, man. I love it, bro, and it is dope, man. But
I
I'm saying my wedding ring, that spent a motherfucking stack on that bitch. Now I'm just playing. But, nah, but
he
yeah,
spent
but
100
it's just
stacks
a
on
lot of
his
stuff,
wedding
man.
ring.
It's a lot of stuff that goes into this Xbox One, man. That they need to improve, and you know what I'm saying. We
Yeah,
need to keep on giving them. We're gonna keep on giving them our feedbacks because they have this thing on Xbox where you can give them feedback. Too. But we're just gonna try to get them to improve some stuff in it. And because I really haven't had a problem with Xbox Live being down. It's just more like I can't be in parties or my friend list goes down or some shit like that. And then but niggas still invite me to like fucking Skype on my Xbox and we just Skype. But it's different stuff, man, for some people. To be honest with you.
but Well, I'm just I mean it was it was a good year. It didn't start out great, but it definitely finished off to a hell of a finish for the year. Looking forward to see what happens next year. And hopefully more of the fanboy stuff calms down now that the consoles are starting to mature. But it's been a great ride. I'm happy with the community that we got. With the launch of the Xbox. Feel like the guys that I play with here on Xbox, even the YouTube community, are probably like the best, and that's thanks to these consoles coming out. So it was a great year for the Xbox One. I'm having a great time with the games, and I'm looking forward to 2015. Definitely thanking everybody for watching and joining us on the 8th Let's Talk Games. So it's great. I look forward to playing with you guys and continue to rock with you guys throughout. But shout out to the We Game Here, official WeGameHere.com. And thank you guys for watching. Happy birthday to the Xbox and the Xbox team and the Upload team. And that's all I got to say. I'm headed out.
That's
Peace.
right.
We out, bitches.
Hashtag it's not me, it's we, nigga.
Hashtag eat a booty gang. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.